jogarmd, and welcome back to another video on the channel, guys. Today we are going to be talking about the salary cap that we did get, an official statement in terms of what all that could be looking like. But also we will be covering Jude Bellingham's quick interview rights in terms of his YouTube, if you guys are not aware of that at all. But now, like I said, let's jump straight into it, because Real Madrid have now the largest salary cap in La Liga. It is official. We top the whole league, right? Barcelona coming in second, but we have a total of 754,000 euros in that space, in salary space. And well, we have to give it all credit to Florentino Perez, because he continues to do so much work behind the scenes. We as fans, right, Madrid fans, we don't see it, right? But he does it behind the scenes, and has, obviously, he loves doing this, and obviously, just salute to him to continue to do this, to put our club in the best position possible. But now, moving on to the player side, we have to talk about Jude Bellingham, because he has officially started a YouTube channel. I believe he started it a couple of days ago, and just earlier today he released his first YouTube video. And well, it's great to see, right, that he's following the footsteps of Cristiano Ronaldo, who right now has been making some big moves when it comes to his YouTube channel. But guys, in his YouTube video, there was so much that he covered in that whole video as a whole. But one of the things that he did start talking about at the beginning was how his journey was in that last game against Dortmund, right? With Dortmund, at least, right? And then how he transitioned from being a Dortmund player to a Real Madrid player. And there was just so much pressure, but at the same time, he felt so grateful to finally wear that shirt and try to make the most of it at his time here, right? But he also then goes on to talk about the criticism that he has been receiving, not only on club level, right, but specifically at the international level, how he's being called basically, a fraud in terms of how he plays, his play style, rights. And it just makes sense. No matter when you're at the top, you're going to always get criticism. There's just no way around it. But ultimately, it's just good to see that Jude Bellingham puts that negativity to the side and just tries to be the best person and the best player that he possibly can. And just some more good news when it comes to him, right? It has been official that he will be returning from injury, and has already returned from injury, but he is one of those players that could be getting some game time in that Real Sociedad game. But along that game time, right, well, the coaching staff are also planning on giving our fellow Brazilians some rest, because it's being said that when they return from that Brazilian flight, they look pretty fatigued. Even in training, they look tired, and it makes sense, right? When you're flying all the way from Brazil to literally Spain, it's a long flight, let alone right to the sleeping schedule, so it just makes sense to get them some rest. But right now, also, guys, I do have to add that this is the rumored starting lineup when it comes, to that whole starting 11 in that game against Real Sociedad. Will consist of Goulet, Valverde, and Modric. And now moving on to the last topic, and this is going to be ending off on a good note. It is going to be about Joan Martinez, because he has officially agreed to renew. I know yesterday we talked about how possibly he already signed, right? But it seems to be through all these news outlets that he hasn't signed yet, but he has agreed verbally, and the deal will consist of a 3-year extension with a 15 million euro release clause. And well, he will obviously have a significant salary increase, and well, the agreement is principally in principle done, right? So it's good to see that. And part of that deal, just to add on, is that, well, Joan Martinez is going to have a guaranteed spot in the first team, which is great to see, right? But it not only that, but it just proves to him that he is one of those players, those rare gems that have that quality, and the coaching staff see it and they appreciate it, and they think they have a lot, or they can do a lot with him in the next season. Of course, right? He's going to be practically out. But with that being said, guys, what do you guys make of these news? Please feel free to comment down in the section down below. And with that being said, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hala Madrid y nada más.